Hey, this is Gregg Tepper from the Tepper Group at Keller Williams, bringing you another edition of Realty is Stranger Than Fiction. Today, we are in what's called a raised basement down here in Southeast Louisiana. Other places around the country, they have a basement where you go below ground. Well, this is raised. This is above ground. And because if you dig too low around here, you are underwater. So what we've got here, I'm going to flip the camera around in just a second, is when a house has to be built up, in the case, so it doesn't flood and avoids flooding, and that way it gets low home insurance, you have this whole downstairs area. Sometimes people just leave them uncovered and they have like a porch patio underneath the house. Sometimes they close them up, and that's what makes the raised basement. Now that raised basement adds value to your home, but you as a buyer, you're not really paying for it. It's kind of funny. It's like this living space that you're not really counting as living space, so it's not calculated as part of the price. To you, what we call it down here is lagniappe. It's something extra. While it does add value, you as a buyer are not paying top dollar for that living area, which could be converted. It could be a bunch of different things. So today, we're at 206 Lejeune Drive in Slidell. You're going to see the potential for this space and what they're currently using for it now. And a lot of times, what it really does is that it doubles your square footage. That means a 2,000 square foot house becomes a 4,000 square foot house. That's double the house. That's double the amount of storage, living space, office space, play space, whatever it is you may need, whatever it is you can dream up. So I'm going to flip this around. Let's take a walking tour at 206 Lejeune Drive in the raised basement. Okay, for starters, they have a 2-car garage. All right, now this house is 2,600 square feet or so you're really talking another 2,600 square feet downstairs. You can see here that this basement is unfinished. Sometimes they're finished, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they've got the playroom already set up, sometimes it doesn't. This one doesn't. All right, it does have spray foam insulation. So that's a closed cell foam that prevents water from penetrating in. In a raised basement, what you have, usually the ceilings are lower. You're not going to get 9, 10-foot ceilings unless it's really built up. Here you're talking sometimes 7, sometimes maybe 8 foot. Down here there's a fireplace. This place is so huge, you can make many different spaces. And you can see it's already studded out. So this room alone can be an office, right? You've got electricity running. Easy to put in heat and air. In fact, there's a window unit down here already somewhere. There's access to the waterfront. They've got a beautiful dock and boathouse and above ground pool. So this is like a play space. You can put a ping pong table down here. You can put a pool table. Just finish out the flooring that you see and make it a hangout with a hanging television on the wall. You're good to go. Here's a storage room. Here's another room. We've got workshop in here, right? And another door to the outside. So many possibilities because you're literally doubling your square footage. And you're lowering your flood insurance. So consider a raised house. Consider this house. It's more bang for the buck. Thank you so much, Gregg Tepper, Realty is Stranger Than Fiction, and we'll see you next time.